But recording, but we need to get ready. Just chill. And you say one, another one. I was looking like an eye. I love myself. Y'all probably agree with what Michael Beasley said. He said, K-Dot. I mean, not K-Dot. Kodak is better than Kendrick. Fuck out of here. Oh my God. What's wrong with this nigga?
Hell no.
Never. I love Kodak. Never.
Yeah. Kodak be saying dumb stuff on his music.
Bro, like, I'm Haitian. It takes me a while to listen to Kodak, bro. I can't do it with his voice, and then especially the way he sounds and speak. Yeah,
he just be saying a bunch of dumb stuff, and it's like
same with Lil Baby, the baby, not Lil Baby, the baby, whatever they are. I like conscious rap. Kendrick's been my voice ever since he first came out. Same way. Kendrick ever since Section 80. Yeah, that's my shit too. Crazy. That's why I know Big P. I got some right stuff down on there. You go out to police. Oh yeah. Alright, you boys ready?
yes, sir.
Alright. Let's mess up. Cause I be on it. All the phone off sound. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The day you all been waiting for is here. It's finally here. And again, I want to apologize. I am so sorry. It took me some time, but here we are.
Yes, sir.
My name is Carleb. I am your host. And today with me, we have Jonathan, my cousin. What it do? Hey, Jonathan. I go as Blackie the Goat. And I actually go as the Goat Thoughts on YouTube as well. That's my podcast. You guys want to look and follow? Yeah, for sure. And then to my left, I have one of the main reason why this podcast here is here for you guys, right? To my left, my little brother, although you guys couldn't tell. He's a workaholic, a bodybuilder. He's changed his life around. I couldn't be more proud of him. To my left is my little brother, Kenny. Tijo, how you doing, man? How you living?
Doing good, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. My name is Kenny. I'm a bodybuilder and also I'm a workaholic manager. And today we're here talking about how fitness and taking care of your health should be like everybody's primary goals in life. Because I done been down to my lowest and now I've turned my life around and I am very grateful that fitness helped me do that.
That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is beautiful. That's something myself, I'm trying to implement. If you guys know me from back in the day, I'm a little bit thicker now, so I'm trying to lose a couple more pounds. But again, the man to my right has done absolutely the same thing. So he changed his life around too. Jonathan, do you want to talk about why we're here today? Yeah, so basically for like the whole past year, I've been dealing with like a lot of health issues and then like dealing with illness that other people, like all the doctors that I've seen, that pretty much can never really figure out. And pretty much what I had to go through, and I had to realize that the food that I was eating, the environment I was in, was pretty much taking inside my body. So I had to pretty much sit back and actually pay attention to what I was eating, what I was drinking, how I was sleeping, pretty much into how I'm taking in the air, how I'm actually taking care of my body was doing a lot to me. So I had to pretty much learn how to change my diet. I had to pretty much change the environment I was in, actually implementing exercising more and all that, pretty much changing and actually taking in some herbs and actually pretty much putting all this type of intimate of natural remedies that I had to put in instead of the doctors giving me drugs and prescription and pretty much just taking care, like pretty much taking the whole toll of my body. So that's one thing that we're going to be able to talk about as well, learning how to actually take into the health and actually how to actually put the good things inside of your body as well. Because whatever you put in is whatever going to be taken out as well. My man here making sure his food is also his medicine. I know you guys have heard that a lot, but he's actually done it. He's lost what? Over how many pounds you lost the past year? Shit. About 65. And less than a year or a year? Less than a year. Yeah. Less than a year. 65 pounds.
£5.
How much did you lose, sir, on your based on your journey when you started from where we are today?
From when I started off at 212 pounds last year, dropped down to 158. So relatively about like 60 to 70 pounds. And then I added on some weight. And then recently we just started cutting back down because I am doing a bodybuilding show in October. So right now I am down about 10 pounds currently. But from my previous year, I've dropped about like 60 to 70 pounds.
See, again, one of the main reasons they're here because I'm trying to follow their steps. That's my little cousin, my little brother. But then again, we are never too old to learn
Yep.
from anybody. Really, you can learn from a child, your parents, teachers, loved ones. You can learn from anybody as long as you always willing to learn. You will make it far in life.
Yep.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get this podcast questions going. Please, again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here with me today. And we are Friend of the People podcast. The acronym is FODP for some of you lazy guys out there, because I know the name of the podcast kind of long, so I thought that I'll just make it shorter for for my lazy friends out there, friends and families out there. But yeah, man. So, Jonathan,
Yes, sir.
how you doing today?
Feeling blessed. I'm feeling blessed, man. Another day. It's another day.
Kenny, the same
Yes,
question
sir.
for you too.
Feel amazing. Like
Yeah.
even though my food's pretty low, but energy's at an all-time high.
How's your mental health?
Mental health, it has slowly gotten better. It's getting better by the day. That's what I can say.
That's all you can ask. What about yourself?
Me, my mental health has been perfect. Like I've gotten rid of like any bad like energy around me. Everybody that's around me is good. Like has like better intentions for me.
Yeah.
So it's like who you surround yourself with also dictate how you are as a person, whether that's your energy or your future.
See, the thing is, the more you evolve as the person you are becoming, the more you'll realize that they do say that your environment kind of molds you into the person you are, but you can also outgrow your
Your
environment.
environment.
And a lot of times, that's what I had to do, and that's what you guys are going through right now. So you don't really become your environment.
Product of your environment.
You can do that, but you gotta also look at the other way too, because sometimes you've seen what the environment could do to you.
It can either mold you or break you.
Yeah. So for those of us that have learned to look the other way, because there is always a better option than what we are surrounded with. Okay.
Facts.
For sure. So, what was it like living in Haiti, Tijo?
Dang, I can't remember too much. I hate it. It's been years.
Yeah.
But no, in all honesty, Haiti was like one of the best times I've had. Like the good and the bad, especially the bad. I had a lot of bad times, but the bad times is what made me who I am today. Like even from like the discipline that I've picked up from my parents back in Haiti, it all molded me to be the person I am today. Whether that was like me getting whoopings for being like misbehaving, but no, it's just like as a child, it's like the process is just like these are the things that raised me. So it's like if I never was disciplined or corrected, I would literally just stray off the path that was set for me.
I have a lot to say about that because we all have suffered from it. And, going in Haiti for me was one of the most beautiful time of my life. I didn't realize it then until I moved here to the US. Like, living is totally different. Food, the people, just everything, the vibe, the environment. Like, it's peaceful. I know it's not right now, but Haiti was like there's something about Haiti that I can't put in words, right? And then you don't miss it until you in another country. Then you're like, yo, we it's
Just
just
take this for
like
granted.
it,
Not necessarily granted, but
yeah, but it's like the opportunities, for you to provide for your family is not the same as here in the US, right? But the food quality over in Haiti is so much better. But for you, Jonathan, I know you didn't grow up in Haiti, but you went back recently. How was that for you? And how did you enjoy it? What else? Like, would you visit again if things change in Haiti?
When I went to Haiti, it felt like home was calling my name. It was like honestly, what everybody's saying, like Haiti's crazy. When I was over there, dog, it was just peaceful. Like I was adapted to my culture. Like it felt like I belonged there.
Yeah.
The food was different. The waters that me taking a shower there felt different. Me drinking water there, it still feels different. Like I'm drinking water off a little plastic bag. Plastic bag. The best water. I damn near took the best showers from the well. Getting the well from the water or from the well. Yeah, it was the best time. It was like honestly, when I was over there, that's one of the best times ever. And I've been to multiple countries, and I never had that type of experience like I was in Haiti. So I feel like even when I was over there, people talking saying that it's crazy. It's actually not that bad when you're over there. You're just enjoying,
Bill, I feel like it's like everywhere you go, right?
Yeah.
It's like there's some places here in the US people couldn't pay you to go to.
Yeah.
Like Chicago is one of them. Detroit is really bad, and we know a lot of sundown town here all over the US. You wouldn't even people couldn't pay you enough to go there. We know a place in West Palm, the KKK is all over that place. You wouldn't go there as a black man living there. So I feel like Haiti's the same way, It's like the whole narrative that Haiti is bad. Yeah, parts of it, mainly the capital is bad. But once you visit the countryside of it, Cap Haïtien, or Jacques Mel, they're all so peaceful and nice, bro. People over there are so nice, bro. They'll greet you, make you feel like you're home, dog.
Yeah. No, that's facts.
Yeah, for sure.
The internet is a big thing. They can control the narrative too. Like say something's going bad, they be like, oh shit, Haiti's going bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's where
they think like just the capitals and like it's all of Haiti. And it's like one place might be contaminated, so they say the entire thing's contaminated when it's like it's just that one section, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's the same thing as America. I'm like in America, there's places that's terrible, but it's like you don't see the narrative is America is a dangerous place. And I'm like, we're currently living in America. I'm like, the worst can happen anytime and anywhere. And it's like the same thing in Haiti, but it's like it's what's being broadcasted to everybody. It's like, oh, Haiti's all this, but I'm like, everybody that's recently visited tell you different. It's like,
shoot, mom's there right now.
Facts. I gotta go out there too. They just they living. They just normally living through the chaos with the people who follow the noise. They're just living. It just I feel like anywhere you go, if you just like stay on your 10 toes, stay focused on yourself, and just do you. I think everything will be fine.
Yeah, for sure. All right, my very next question. Let me see that real quick. So, my next question goes to both of you guys. What is one thing you wish you could have been told when you were kids? Kenny, if you want to go first.
One of the best things I wish I was told sooner. Actually, no, I was told sooner. I just didn't listen.
I know what it is. I know exactly what it is.
It's like, stop playing the game, bro. Like, life goes, like, as soon as you get older, bro, life hits. And it's like, it's a lot of things I could have prepared myself. But I was just being a little rebel, not listening. It was like, get off the game, go learn a skill. And I'm like, I'm in a good position now, but it's kind of like, the best time to start something was today. The next best time was yesterday. Well, for me, it wasn't today or tomorrow. It was like years later on. It was like, I was probably like 14 or 15. It was like, bro, go learn some skills. It's like, you're at the right age to learn a skill. And I'm like, nah, I just want to play the game. Bro, I used to skip school just to go play the game. Tell people I'm sick. I don't want to just play the game.
See, Jonathan, I'm going to get back to you with the same question. But since he answered that way, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to segment into why this podcast was created, right? So growing up, right, this dude right here, the rebel. Mom and dad couldn't get through to him. Nobody could except for Collins, which is my little brother, the one after me, which comes before him, right?
Mm.
So I'm gonna get into why the podcast was created, right? Because mainly why the podcast was created is because I felt like I could be the voice to bridge the gap between our parents, which is the older generation, and his generation. Because I felt like he meant well, but he wasn't like responsive in a sense toward my mom. So I'm gonna give you guys a perfect example. Growing up in Haiti, right? Your mom brings you a cup of tea. She don't gotta say much.
I wouldn't drink.
She's like, "Hey, drink this. When I come back, this better be empty." Right? We would like everybody else. Me, my brothers, a couple years older than me. They never question anything. They just drink it. This guy,
Unless I knew what everything that was in it from like the where that water came from or
yeah.
whatever that herb is. It's like how long did it take that herb to grow? I would have drank it.
So this is why again the podcast was created because my mom didn't take that well. She was like, "Yo, why is this dude questioning me?" Like none of my kids ever question. My mom has 6 kids, by the way. He's the last one, so you can't imagine how she'll take it. She took it like, "Yo, this kid's been disrespectful. Why is he questioning me? I'm his mom. He should just do as I say." And then me being the person, like I don't know, my understanding level is kind of different, especially just having him and other younger kids around me. I understand there may be like misunderstood a lot, right? So I explained it to my mom, like, hey, once I had a talk with him, he told me, like, nah, I just want to know what's in there and what it's good for, right?
Yeah.
And then that way I know what I'm drinking. But my mom did not take that well.
She took it as disrespect.
Oh yeah, my mom could not stand this fucking dude. Oops, sorry for cursing, but yeah, my mom could not stand him. So again, I explained it to her. I told her, hey, listen, I know we never questioned you, and he's questioning you right now. It's not a sign of disrespect. He's just asking what's in there. You're giving me something blindly to drink. I'm not just gonna drink it just to drink it and make you happy. I want to know what's in it and what it's good for. Like, why don't you just tell me what's in it instead of just taking it personal? That's what he was asking her. But again, he didn't word it like that. So he was just like, nah, what's in there? And then you can imagine how your mom would take it like, yo, here's this kid questioning me, questioning my motherhood.
She took it as if like I knew better than her.
So then again, bring me to the point where this podcast was created to help anyone, any kid, anyone really, no matter your age, whatever it is that you're looking for. If you're looking for a positive role model out there, the goal here is for you to find that, from this podcast, whether it's from me or from the guests that I'm gonna have here. I have a lot of people that I know that have different perspectives and that have survived and witnessed a lot of different things in life. So they'll be here sharing their life stories with you. Like I have some friends that are nurses, doctors, lawyers, truck drivers. So they have so much they can share with you guys. Anybody that's looking for motivation, whether you're going through something now or you're trying to become, you're trying to pivot to the next thing that your life is asking from you. Hopefully, you can find the motivation and the inspiration from this podcast. And I'm sorry, I know this was long, but then again, I know a lot of you guys were curious about why this podcast was created. Again, I'm a giver. I love to give. And this is my way of giving back, whether it's to the youth, to the Haitian parents that's watching. We're coming for you too because we feel like there's a lot of
disconnect.
Disconnect is real.
The latest generation.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that we didn't learn from our parents that could have saved us from a lot of troubles, man. But then again, we also were hard headed because we didn't take things lightly. We Haitians, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tisha, do you got anything to say about that? How you almost drive mom crazy?
I don't know. It was just like, like growing up. It's just like my perspective is being too obedient. It felt like you're easy to be used. So me, I was always questioning something to see like who had like who had better intentions for me. And it's like it wasn't even disrespect toward my mom. It's like I've seen moms turn on their own kids. So I'm like, I do know my mom mean well, but it's just like I want to know what you're giving me, and it's like I'm not just gonna say, oh, I should just drink this because you're my mom. It's like yes, you do have the like better intentions for me, but it's just like my conscience will not intake something unless I know where it is, and it's like anything that anybody gives me, unless like if you hand me a bottle of water, unless you specifically opened it in front of me, if it's already open, I'm not drinking it. I'm sorry. Even if you're my mom, like it's like
Just very cautious.
yeah.
The kid with principe, a lot of principe. I like it. I like it. So, Jonathan, I'm gonna pivot to you right now. I'm gonna ask you the same question. What is one thing you wish you could have been told when you were a kid?
One thing that actually, same thing with Kenny.
Yeah.
Something I would have told, like I've been told actually, is like to
Get off the game.
not even get off the game. Actually, take the time, and sports is not going to get you that far. Actually learn something, learn actual skill. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like being, you know what I'm saying, like I was born in America, and like playing sports was the quote unquote black narrative for your way out. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's all we were pretty much known for. You know, I pretty much grew up playing basketball all my life, and that was the only thing that I knew that I was good at. But my mom always tell me that, Jonathan, you're smart. You know, you could be doing so much. You know, but I never pretty much I wasn't really focused on school and stuff like that. But like my mom always told me like I had this mindset of like I can always know how to figure out something to get myself out of a situation.
Yeah.
So like after high school, like all of it changed. Like I didn't go to college. COVID happened. I done lost COVID happened, and then I lost a scholarship to playing basketball. I was pretty much stuck. I didn't know how to fill out a college application. I didn't know what to do, and then I started learning about credit. Started learning about detailing business, and actually learn how to make money on my own. Start working for myself, and it's like, damn, my mom been telling me this my whole entire life, and I could have took. And it was crazy. Like I had that skill in my head the whole time, but I just never implemented that because I was just so naive and young.
You think you have so much time though?
Facts.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so once you figured that out, obviously you did started to listen, but in the process of listening, you started figuring, maybe I could become something versus just playing basketball. Like, how did you approach that? And while approaching that, which step did you take? Because I'm sure there's a kid out there right now. In fact, I know so many. Like their parents struggling with them, trying to get them to listen. Like kids, I want to tell you, your parents just wants the best for you. The game is always gonna be here.
It's always gonna be there.
Partying, always gonna be there. Girls, always gonna be there.
Facts.
Yeah, so your parents just
Even for the girls too, the guys will always be there.
Facts.
Also, right?
Facts.
yeah. So young girls too. That like the other thing. Like I'm sorry, but so when I came here to the U.S., right, my uncle picked us up from the airport, right, and after he dropped us off, we had a conversation. Odve, I'm giving you a shout out for this. Was it Odve or Colbert? One of my uncles, right? Normally, back in the day, when you get here to the U.S., right, family or friends will take you out, spoil you a little bit, just take you shopping. Because, dude, when you're a JC, yeah, your swag is different. Your wardrobe is different, right? So my uncle came in with a big ass suitcase. I'm like, man. And Then, I came here very young, so in my mind, I was like, man, this dude better give us a suitcase of money. Dude opened it, kaput, bro. Condoms. But he told me one of the realest thing ever. He said, yo, listen, I don't have much to give you guys. You guys just came to the US. Don't you allow yourself to be programmed by all these things on television. Cell phones wasn't really popping like that, but he basically just told me all these people, like those people that became your idols growing up, they already made it.
Facts.
Why would you waste your time just sit there watching them make money? Meanwhile, life is passing you by.
Facts.
And then, like, he told me, I must have been, what, 12, 13 at that time? And that has always stuck with me to the point where I didn't even enjoy television like that until, like, me being, like, a little bit older now. I actually take the time to enjoy. But then, even then, I still feel guilty for doing it because it's like, yo, I don't give myself enough grace sometimes. I'm always looking to the next thing. So I think I have my uncle to thank for that. So he's like, nah, don't waste your time because, he said time is the only currency that you spend and you don't know your balance.
Facts.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was beautiful. He told me that as a 12-year-old, like my very first or second day in the US, and that has always stuck with me, bro. That's why growing up, I played video games, but I didn't waste much time. I'm always trying to learn, even though, I didn't do it as much as I should have. But now being older, I know the importance of, take care of what you need to take care of. And I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did that too, Tijo. And then we are here today to talk about the things that you guys have accomplished. And also we're going to discuss about the things that you guys struggle with again, which bringing me to my next question. If you guys have anything to add on to that, you can go ahead too.
One thing I could say, especially learning like a skill for yourself to actually make some money for yourself, it takes a lot. It takes a whole lot of confidence in for yourself because you're stepping away from everybody else and like an actual structure of that. Yeah, you step in your own comfort zone for real. Because like, damn, you're actually learning how to make money for yourself instead of just trying to apply for somebody to actually beg, like, trying to go in a structured job and actually have them pay you. You have to have somebody else be convinced to pay whatever you're trying to sell or you're trying to give them.
Becoming the business and becoming the salesman.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add?
But no, just to add on to what my uncle said, to anybody out there, like, it's like back then there used to be a blueprint, but it's like now it's not really much of a blueprint. But I just want you to know it's your first time being human. Be easy on yourself. It's like, as long as you're trying, you're doing fine. It's like, it's a lot of people that's beating themselves up even though they're trying and still progressing. It's like slow progress is still progress.
Slow is pro.
People that's in bad positions not doing anything about it. And you have those that are doing something about it, but they're constantly beating themselves up. But it's like, it's your first time being human, bro. Be easy on yourself.
Slow
and also,
pro.
your parents also. It's their first time being human also. Be easy on them too.
Slowest pro.
Since you mentioned our parents, I don't think we take the time to realize that, as our parents watched us grow, we were essentially watching our parents grow too.
Yeah.
Like, especially if your parents had kids early, like a lot of them, it was their first time having kids.
Yeah. It's all trial and error.
Yeah. And sometimes we look to our parents to be, this superhero, but a lot of times, like, I know for me, like, you don't know that you poor, your parents are poor. And I wouldn't even say poor, I would say humble. You didn't know that until you grew up. And then now you're starting to understand why when you ask your mom or dad for the fresh J's, they couldn't afford it.
Yeah, she's like not growing up now. It's like she's if my like me. It's four of us, right? I got two brothers and a sister. If my mom would have purchased that one expensive shoe, then damn, that leaves out of my other siblings as well. Because like, damn, she got to spend $200, $250 on this one pair of shoes when she can just go buy us pair of $50 shoes each. You know, and it's like sometimes I never thought like honestly, it was like everybody else. Like all the kids got the nice shoes and everything. And like I didn't understand how they grew up, and like how we was growing up, it was like damn, it was multiple of us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My parents had to pretty much balance how they spend their money, and like especially like back then there wasn't as much money how it is now. Yeah. So honestly, like she's growing up, like it made me have that purpose of like damn, I always wanted to have something on my own, but I understand like my parents had me and my brothers and my sister, and like they can only do enough for us. So I had to have that change towards myself. That's how it started happening when I was starting to graduate high school. I'm like, okay, I think I need to make that change to actually learn how to make money on my own, start having my own things, taking care of myself as well, because my mom couldn't take care of me forever, so I think that's definitely a good change.
I think our parents did the best they could, but facts. The selfishness of us sometimes looked at it like, nah, your best is not enough to have. But now that we are growing up, we're like, yeah, you know what? I understood why they couldn't do X, Y, Z for me, especially if like the thing that worked, like me and him and my brothers, we were all close in age. So we practically wear each other's shoes. So that's the good thing we had in common. So let's say I wear my big brother's shoes because I was always bigger. I wouldn't say fat, but I was thicker and I grew up a little quicker than, like I was bigger. So yeah, I was bigger. So that was an advantage. So then I would always be able to wear my big brother's shoes. I wouldn't have to worry about dad or anybody buying me the next big thing, because if my big brothers have it, it may not be happy with it. I'm gonna be fresh for school, man. All right, so my next question is, since we're on the topic of parenting and growing up as a kid, do you think your parents had a favorite kid? Who is it and why?
Oh yeah, it was me. It was me.
Explain.
It was me. Like because I had my household. I'm the one with the clear head. Especially with the type of family I have, I'm the one that had the clear head. I'm the one that actually like used my brain and actually like thought of things and actually how to like, all right, this is how you got to go, because like everybody was so confused, especially me being the second, and like I feel it was like that, and it felt like, especially when I turned like 9 years old, my sister was born and my brother broke his arm, and like while at that time,
wait, hold on, I'm sorry. You mean Anderson, right? Mm-hmm. He did what?
He broke his arm.
How?
He broke his arm. He was playing basketball. He was playing 21. I think he was there. No, he was. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Y'all both was at school. Yeah. I think y'all both. They was playing basketball, and then like, I don't know, like he jumped over somebody. And
when did that happen? I missed it.
He was there. He was there in the neighborhood.
Wait. So he broke his arm playing basketball with us?
Nah, it was at school.
Oh,
no, it was at school.
So we all live in the same room. So.
Yeah. But yeah, when that time happened, like my mom told me to take that big step, and like ever since then, like I always been the one, like doing, like she's doing the clothes, like say folding the clothes, doing laundry, cooking, like always doing the master things, helping them pay their phone bills. I'm learning how to pay bills at 9 years old, paying the phone bills, helping them paying light bills, helping them with a computer. Mm-hmm. I was always using my mind, like to just explore like everything that they needed. But it's like as a kid, it's like I'm gonna do everything for my parents. But it's like sometimes that like I have that regret. It's like, damn, I should have never been the one to like, because they always rely on me on shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like every time, like even now to this day, like dog, if they need something, they're gonna call me first.
Yeah.
No matter what. Nobody else. He's like, damn, you got my other siblings there. You gotta call me first.
I wouldn't call that favoritism. That sounds like abuse.
Yeah, see, bro. But at the same time, like
I was just about to ask you that. What did they do in return for you? What did you benefit from you being that person for them?
she's like, whenever I need something,
Yeah.
like she's there, like no matter what, like you know what I'm saying, like even from like my older brother, like if I need something, she's there, no questions asked. Like, like, yo, I need this. I'm like, oh, I need X amount of money. Like, no questions asked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have that type of help no matter what, especially the times that I went through, and in my hardship, they was there. They supported me fully, and I never felt like I was neglected at all. So that's one thing I actually like. You know, we're doing something out of the heart, you get something back in return.
Yeah. Okay. I get that. And I'm gonna give this guy a turn to answer that because my brothers that will be watching this, my brother, I have one sister, guys. We all know who the favorite was, and it wasn't me. But Tijo, did our parents had a favorite? Why and who was it?
In all honesty, I feel like even from questioning all of my siblings, they all say I'm the favorite, but it's like I feel like I was probably like the least favorite because I'm like even from like they were like hard on me for like anything that I would do, but it's like learning like I think it's probably because I'm a little bit too young, but it's like learning like back when I was younger, even when I was like during my rebellious phase, my mom would make food and she'd have the food on the table and I wouldn't eat it. And I'm hearing stories that my dad would go out on feet to go buy me exactly whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
And even like a lot of the times I overlooked at these things, like thinking that, oh my God, my parents hate me. And it's like it's like in the back of my head, I'm like, dog, I can't have nothing. I'm like, anything I want, it's like, oh, you gotta show your grades for this. But it's like a lot of the things I was given as a child, it's like none of my siblings got that. And I'm the youngest.
Oh yeah. See, he's telling us a lie. He's telling y'all a lie. The audience, thank you guys for tuning in. But that was a lie. Listen, my brothers and sister can attest to this. Dude, we couldn't do nothing with this dude. He's the last one. My mom and dad had 6 kids. He's the very last one. When he misbehaved, we could not touch them. He's not listening. We couldn't do anything with him. Bro, we would get in trouble for disciplining him. Like how we get in trouble for making sure he's not hurting himself or being, dickhead around the house. Bro, always. This guy was the most biggest thing. I'm like, bro, oh my God. We got in so much trouble for disciplining him to the point where we're like, you know what? Forget it then. We'll just let him do whatever. And then the other thing, was it you or Carlin? Say, what was you? We lived upstairs in Haiti. Dude was always fall behind behind the stairs. Always bust his head. Was it you or Carlin's?
No, that was Carlin's.
It was Carlin's.
I fell from the 2-story building as a kid.
Every time, I swear, he was favorite. My dad would not let us punish him. And the other thing, too, he touched on that we did for him. He didn't understand it back then. But what it was is that we weren't perfect. We had our flaws, right? Me and my sister, my mom, dad, we weren't perfect. We far from perfect still this day, right? So what it was that growing up, right? You learn all the things you do well and the things you do bad with, right? So him being the last one, we were just, I wouldn't say protect, but we were just making sure that he becomes better than we all are or be better than we were because we were just sharing our experiences with them. Like, yo, here's the things that we did that didn't work. So even though he thought like we just didn't want him to be free and have his own free will to do whatever he wants, it was just us looking out like, yo, dude, here's what we did that didn't work, and we don't want you to follow the same steps because it's not going to end well for you. So as the oldest, we were looking out for the youngest to make sure that he turns out to be way better than we were. And he did not understand that, but he gets it now.
Yeah, I was that kid. You would tell me that the stove is hot. I wouldn't believe you till I touched it myself.
And then guess what? He would burn.
Yeah.
Well, like, dude, what are you doing? And then discipline him. Just
Yeah, and then they would
Zocalo
get in
here and there. And then we get in trouble. Like, yo, he's bad on himself, just all by himself. We're just disciplining him.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the things I did was like I was a detriment to myself. And whenever they tried correcting me, going straight to my parents.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. It was a struggle growing up with him. And my mom and dad, especially my dad, man, he didn't care what it was. Like, no, you don't touch him. What? You ain't telling us that. You used to whoop us pretty bad. I just knew all kinds of stuff, and then here come this kid being the principal, the prince of the family. No one was able to discipline him, bro. Even my mom would be in trouble too. If we're being honest. Okay, to this point right now, like this point in your life right now, both of you guys, I have questions written down for both of you guys. The next question is, what's one thing you most proud of that you accomplished completely on your own? Jonathan, I'm gonna give you the first go at it.
One thing that I'm proud of, learning how to learning how to actually make money for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Learn how to build and fix credit.
Yeah,
and actually, and actually learning that, especially internally, like hearing out other people's opinions. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like growing up, I was growing up being so self-centered and only thought my opinions only matter, my thoughts, my way. And as I started growing up, I understand that not everything goes your way. Sometimes you have to take a different route. Sometimes you might hear a different opinion. Sometimes you might have to hear a different advice, because in life there's so many opinions going around. But like, so if you just have this intrusive thought and this tunnel vision, you're not gonna go anywhere. You have to learn how to have outreach. You have to learn how to talk to people. You got to learn how to communicate with other people and actually know how to franchise yourself. That's why I learned. I actually love accomplishing, because me just being to myself.
Yeah.
And not saying anything or just using my own mind for everything didn't take me far. I had to ask out for help.
Yeah, even the most genius person asks for help.
Exactly.
So, at what age did you come to that conclusion, and what led to that conclusion? Like, did something happen, and then you were like, "I've been trying to do this on my own, but I really need help right now." What age and what happened? What made you, change your mind? Like, hey, I might need a little help here, so let me, just fan out real quick. Just ask my brothers or whoever it is for questions. For answers.
Sheesh, I would say around like age 19 when I took my first big hit. Like once after having my first year, like starting my first couple months in the business, like I was doing well. That's why I started my detailing business. I was doing well, and then like I took a big hit. And I was like, damn, I was stuck in a bubble. I didn't know how to get myself. I fell into depression, and I didn't know how to get myself out. And then I had to pretty much go to that phase with myself and actually learn how to actually love myself again. I had to learn how to take myself out of that environment. So I had to, I took that time and actually went out for a therapist to get my mental right. I had recently got out of a relationship at that time too. So I had to take my time and actually went into a therapist and actually learn how to actually correct myself, how to actually rebuild myself again. And then like going for that stage and like doing those therapy sessions, I learned that I was very so self-centered. I learned pretty much I was doing everything on my own. I never asked for help. I was always trying to do everything on my own because no one else used to help me back then. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna help myself. But then, my therapist told me that it's okay to always ask people for help. You don't have to be so self-centered. So once I started learning about that, and then I started asking people for help, and I didn't realize how much resources that I had.
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn, this shit could have took me even further if I just asked, a long time ago. So I think that right there is the biggest blessing. Like, people, it's okay to ask for help. You don't know everything. Somebody out there that can really help you. It can be anything. She could be information about cars, information about money, and just life in general, even with health. You can always ask someone. Someone's gonna know something for you, and that can actually benefit you as well.
Okay, see that was beautiful, man. I'm proud of you for doing that, because one of the thing in our community, like Haitian and the Black community, that that's get founded up on is, seeking therapy. It's not common in our neighborhood or our community, like seeking therapy, man. I commend you for that, and I'm glad you did, because sometimes you can get lost, man. You can get lost trying to find the answers, like your why. You have so much questions and trying to figure things out, and clearly you being 19, you don't know it all. In fact, when I was 19, I didn't accomplish how much you've accomplished yourself. So you know a lot more than me. But then again, you figuring out that at an early age, that, hey, listen, man, I need some help. Let me just go ask around, and then also seeking therapy, man. I applaud you for that.
Sure.
And okay, so while we on that, what did you learn beside that you were self-centered through therapy? Like, what else did they teach you? Like, what else you felt like helped you in a sense, seeing the therapy?
Learning how to forgive myself.
Ooh.
Learning how to forgive myself. I self-sabotage myself a lot. Like, that's one thing, like, even from times I was a kid, whenever you used to get in trouble, and you're like, damn, you about to get in trouble, you about to get a whooping. So like, you just having that regret, and like that feeling dragged into my adult life. It's like every time I, like, when you fuck up, it's like it's a permanent fuck up. So it's like, damn, I fucked up. Now you feeling bad, like, damn, like, you made this mistake. Like, I always felt bad after my mistakes.
Yeah.
And then once my therapist told me, like, listen, in life, you're supposed to make mistakes, but you have the choice to make that mistake a lesson. You can turn that mistake into a lesson. So right there, I learned how to actually forgive myself and actually learn how to let go of things. It's like, yeah, I fucked up in the past. I can't self-sabotage myself forever, because if I do, I'm only gonna make myself miserable.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. You know what I call, like, I learned to look at those moments in our lives as character building moments. Just instead of looking at, I learned at an early age, those moments that we would, look at them like it's a failure. I would look at them as a character building moment.
Facts.
Like, I learned to not let myself have bad days just because I had a bad starting on my day. I call that like a bad hour or a bad minute, a bad 35 minutes versus, oh my God, I'm having such a terrible day. And also is, you don't want to be consumed by the bad things that's happening around you. Always look for just always look for something positive in the negative. Because if you sit there and dwell in it, you can be lost. And Tijo, with that being said, man, the same question for you. My man took a little piss break. The question is, what's one thing you're most proud of that you accomplished completely on your own?
Something that I've accomplished on my own is, well, I wouldn't necessarily say on my own, but it's been with like the help of people around me helping me. So whether that be because like a lot of, like, I've been hurt by like the people that was closest to me, and it's people that I would also even call my own family, not necessarily my own family, but it's like the people that was really close to me. So I've been hurt to a point where I've always shut out anybody new in my life. So anybody that try to learn anything about me, I've always been like, oh no, I don't want to get close to somebody else. So it was a point in time, maybe about like 2 years, not necessarily depression, but it was just like I didn't want anybody around me. So I took that time and stayed by myself and learned who I was as a person for the betterment of other people. But also within that same process, I was alone for so long. And like I was always like wanting to be inside like my own little bubble. It's like anybody who came close, I'm like, nope, you got to get out of here. So, but within that, I learned who I was as a person, and also what I would tolerate and what I wouldn't tolerate. But also within that line, it's like the few people that I did let close to me, they taught me that it's like not everybody's here to hurt you. It's like everybody is part of a journey where we all have our own journey. It's like if this is where our journey will part ways, then so be it. It's like everybody's here to teach you something, whether it's something good or something bad.
Okay. Have you thought about seeking therapy, maybe? Because reason why I'm asking that is because, like, having a friend or a family that you can talk to, it's nice having that someone that you can rely on. But then again, being helped on the professional level is so much better because I feel like we all have things that we are willing to share with friends and family.
Yeah.
And then there are things we're like, I don't know if they can help me with that. And to be honest, half of the time they can't help you with that.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for them to put themselves in your shoes, and will live a different life. So saying that means that I'm saying that therapist will be the best way for anyone that is going through something. And plus, it's a complete stranger that you can trust with information that no one else has. And they're here to help you. You are paying them to help you, whether it's mentally, spiritually, or just, I don't know if they have therapists for physical, like physical, I forgot the word. They do?
You're talking about like physical trauma or
physical trauma. See,
yeah,
there you go. See, they have therapy for that. So I would suggest that anybody seek therapy. But have you thought about seeking therapy?
In all honesty, I have not. Simply because like I've always been open minded. So it's like I've always been open minded to always getting help, to where it's like I don't think I need therapy because the one thing that
he's gonna learn.
no, but it's like the one thing that's taught me to to like cast everything aside, like not let anybody close to me. It taught me that it's like it's okay to let people in, and I do have people in my life, and it's like I have yet to been back to where I was, where I'm like I'm shutting everybody out, not giving anybody a chance to get close to me, to where like not to be completely like not to contradict myself. It's like I'm open to going to therapy, but as of right now, part of my life, I don't think I need it, but I am open to getting advice from other people.
But that's the other thing too. Like, I don't think going. Listen, it is not no shade, ladies and gentlemen, but going in a Haitian household, man, there's a lot of trauma. A lot of trauma. A lot of trauma, like we didn't think we need to heal from, and then some we know for a fact we need to heal from these traumas. Things that we have never spoken of. That's why I said therapy, because I feel like we all have that little pocket inside of our hearts and minds that we just like, we set a few things there, I'll deal with those when the time comes. Or, you know what, let me just put on a good face for today because I have so much going on. And sometimes that's what the therapy will help you with the things that you never spoke of.
Yeah, something you got locked away behind doors.
Yeah, yeah. And then guess what? All those things you have locked away, when you grow up, your brain's gonna be like, yo, I think you at the point where you can survive this. So here you go. Take that, in a sense. Like, yo, this thing you have, just doored away for like years and decades, your brain's gonna be like, yo, here you go. Here you go, handle that. So that's why I was suggesting therapy, because as your big brother, I've also seek therapy myself. Like I've had therapy sessions more than like more than 5 times. And they helped me a lot. They helped me grow a lot as a person and also as the businessman that I'm trying to be. Because again, the things you suffer from and relationships, work environment, from your parents, household, like sometimes things you've seen around you, you think it's normal. It's really not, man. It's really not. And then a lot of us shouldn't be witnessing those sad things.
Being Asian itself is traumatizing.
Yeah.
That's just no joke.
Okay, so what do you think is the most traumatic thing that you have experienced in your life? And also, how did you deal with that said thing? If you can, shed some lights on that.
Oh, the most traumatic thing I could say is,
It's okay if it's a girl too.
the shit.
We all went through it. Heartbreaks, breaking hearts,
Nah,
unintentionally.
I think that first heartbreak for real.
Yeah.
That first heartbreak
It's
for real.
always the first one.
That first heartbreak for real. I ain't gonna lie. Like, shit, I went through a lot of traumatic shit in my life. Especially growing up. I did a lot of bad shit. But that first intentional heartbreak, it was like nothing else, dog.
Yeah.
Like, cause bro, like it broke. Like as a man, like it broke me, dog. Like I'm talking about it, bro. Like
it sounds too familiar.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like it broke me to the point that, bro, like everything around me felt like it just fell down. Everything just clapped. Like, everything just fell down. It was like, damn, like I put so much like love, effort. Like you didn't even put your all into a relationship, into one person. It's like, damn, that shit crushed you for real.
Why does that sound like High School Sweetheart?
It was that was my that was my high school shoot. But like but at the same time, when I was going through that stage, and like when that happened, I was dealing with other traumatic experiences too. Like I had two of my best friends passed away at that time as well. So it's like the matter of emotions that I was dealing with, it was just pretty much breaking me down and rebuilding me as a character.
Yeah.
So I pretty much had to go through that shit. That was a scary time, man. That mental is like, you wanting somebody back. It's like, physically and spiritually as well too. Yeah, it was a hard time, dog. But at the same time, it taught me how to actually learn how to be okay with myself, learn how to deal with grief.
Yeah,
grief. Like that battle of grief was that's like my first time actually learning how to deal with grief for real, from love, and actually from a person that you used to have in your life. So like that battle of grief took a big toll on me.
Mm-hmm. So Tijo, same question for you. What is the most traumatic things you have experienced in your life so far?
I wouldn't necessarily say the most traumatic thing, but it's like it's the same thing with him. It's like relationships, bro. It's like
damn.
No, but for me,
but it's true
but
though. It's true though. I can't cap.
No, but I'm saying in that
I
case,
wish you guys could have a shot with me right now.
I would, but it's like for me, it was just like a lot of self-sabotaging. It's like first that like getting in a relationship with this girl was like the first thing I told her was like I wasn't looking for anything serious, and after like a year. And it's like anything that we ever did was just like a relationship, but it's like whole time we wasn't a relationship, but we was very exclusive. And me being self-sabotaging, I was like, hey, I'm not looking for a relationship. Ended up pushing her away, even though, bro, that girl checked off everything in the box, bro. It's like she checked off everything on the like any like thing in the box, bro. Man. Pushed her away, bro, and it's like. Couple months later, bro, like start regretting this.
Bro, reason why I wanted him to express those thoughts and emotions to me, I wish he did, is that our family dynamic, we weren't like so lovey-dovey in a sense, because to the point where, if someone texts "I love you" in a group chat, the next question is,
"You good, bro?" It's like,
yeah, bro, you good? So, the reason why I'm saying that is because I know what that feeling like. And growing up, and then me, like I've acquired so much knowledge about dating things that I have researched, things I have had conversation with people with about, and also things I have experienced myself is, bro, when you let that one go,
Yeah.
that one that you're not mature enough to understand, yo, this might be it, bro, this will be the biggest regret of your life.
Yep.
And then that happens though. Sometimes you meet people too early.
Yeah.
Bro,
Wrong person, wrong time.
I've had that happen to me. Shorty till this day. She thinks I'm a bozo, bro. She thinks I'm a maozo, bro. She didn't understand because at that time I also understood that I can't get with this girl now. Like I'm no good. I'm gonna hurt her. So,
Yep.
bro, every time she threw something at me, curved it, because I was like, yo, I'm no good right now. I'm gonna hurt this girl if I like entertain this, I'm gonna hurt this girl, and she doesn't deserve me at that point of my life. She didn't get it, but then I was mature enough, not enough though, because damn, I could have got my act together. But no, I was like, nah. I was like, nah, I can't be with this girl right now. No, it's not happening because she was perfect, dude, like perfect. And then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna have that. But then again, you lost on that, knowing that you could have had.
Yeah, but no, it's like a lot of it was like it was just me pushing her away because I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like I don't like a lot of it was just self-sabotaging, thinking that if I do ever bring her up to my family, it's like she wouldn't be accepted because like,
Oh yeah, how old was she?
she was like, I think 34, and at the time I was like 22.
Damn, MILF.
But it's like
I like MILFs too.
But no, it's like a lot of it came from like me saying if I ever brought her to my family, it's like she wouldn't be accepted because like it's like one thing I've seen in relationships is your significant other, their family taking you in and treating you as one of their own. It's like one of the best feelings ever. And it's like it's something that I feel like that wouldn't be the case for her, considering that she was so much older than me. Like it would be a lot of judging.
Dude, I'm sitting here like, man, you know the benefit of dating older girls?
They don't come with the headaches.
Bro, they'll help you grow up so fast, dude.
Bro, trust me.
You probably would have owned a business by now. That was basically your sugar mommy.
Bro, she done sent me like how to manage finances and all that.
Hell
I tell you, bro. And like a lot of the reason was because I didn't think I was financially like the where I wanted to be able to have a relationship with her. But it's like this girl was trying to help me get to where I wanted to be in life.
Bro.
Like, all of this I kept on pushing her away.
Bro.
And then bro. And then
bro.
When I decided to cut off things completely, a couple months go by. I text this girl saying that I still think about her, and then she tells me, "Oh, I no longer feel the same way about you." Bro, I drove home an hour in silence.
Bro, that shit hurt, bro.
Bro, I was like on a long drive, bro. It's like I was like, I have an hour left. Let me call this
play
girl
some
up.
Otis Redding.
Bro, it's like, bro, I got an hour left of this drive. Call her and tell her this thing. And then she'll like, oh, I no longer feel the same way about you. And then, bro, when I tell you, I was already driving the music, cut this down, drove an hour in silence, bro, woke up feeling sick. I was on vacation. And I'm like, I got 2 more days, bro. But I literally sat in bed. Like
my man got his heart broken by a 32-year-old when he was, what, 20?
22.
22. He was crying. But
at 19.
Damn.
And it's like, bro, this girl supported me even after, like, we cut things off. It's like events that happened where nobody showed up and she still showed up even after we cut things off. And I'm like, I know I missed out on something good. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And like, for like, the entire month, bro, I was beating myself up. I was like, bro, damn, I was so stupid.
Nah.
But then again, we young and we learn. So
young and you learn, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, some things will traumatize you for life, man.
Oh, yeah. But no, I'm good now. But it's just like at that point in time, bro, I was devastated. And it's like,
bro,
spent a whole month that was like messing me up. Like no matter what I did, bro, it was just like messing me up.
Sick, bro.
That
depression shit, bro. That shit was sick.
It wasn't even depression, but it was just regret.
I was depressed. Like, mind you, like that girl that I was dating, she helped, like, she pretty much transitioned me to the person that I am today. Like, she saw the vision of how I can possibly be. I was so naive,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, towards the relationship. Like, you know, me being self-centered, like, she always tell me, like, I always think all about myself. I never thought about her opinion or other people's opinions. I always had that mindset towards myself. You know, whenever I always had to say so, she never had a say so. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like I was pretty much running like a strict program towards her, and she felt like she didn't want to be my slave. She wanted to be my partner instead of my slave. You feel me? So it was like, she emotionally detached herself from me.
Oof.
So that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, she emotionally checked out of the relationship before she left me. And like, multiple times, like, we was going, like, if to work, like, not thinking back from the times when it was ending, like, we had so much arguments, and it's like I noticed that she was emotionally, like, checking away from me. She was being distant from me. We stopped hanging out like that. She's hanging out with her friends and stuff like that, you know. And it's like every time we get an argument, she's like, you know what, like, maybe we should take a break and stuff, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when she actually got the chance to get up and left, then that's when
she walked out that door.
Man, yeah. And it's crazy. It's crazy is that the breakup then fucked me up. It was the times when she was coming back, and I was allowing her back to my life, and she leaving again. And then when she goes me completely, that's what fucked me up completely.
But I gotta tell you something. If anyone knows me, I'm an old head. So I've been around my older friends, family, so I've learned a lot, right? You know, wisdoms. One thing I learned, it's messed up, but I learned that when moment of the past come back to find you, it's not for you to relive it. Let it be there to remind you of what you're leaving behind. If that don't register with y'all, another one. This one is all like, it's totally messed up, right? They said, if you're in the forest trying to get home and you happen to see the same tree twice, you've lost. Bro, you've lost.
Facts.
You've lost.
Facts, bro. Like, and when I was going through that alone stage, when that chapter closed, dog, man, like, I realized, like, damn, I should have let her go the first time from the time when she left.
Oh yeah.
Because, like, I wasn't as hurt that I was before when she came back.
Yeah.
So, like, man, it was shit. That man, that's y'all boys, man. That depression shit is real.
Take care of your mental.
No cap, bro.
Treat your woman right too.
And I've been trying to tell my boys, man, like, listen, bro, like, listen, man, my fellas out there that in relationships, man, they're doing that sneaky shit, bro. Listen, I understand you people want to have their fun, but longevity, you know what I'm saying, actually having an actual home, stability, you can't find that in all these other hoes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not everywhere.
It's not.
I wouldn't call them a hoe. They're still a woman.
You know what the guys be like? They're like, oh man, I'm gonna go get my, you know what I'm saying, go get my hoe and stuff like that. You know, just like it's crazy. Like, a lot of men out here face the battle of lust.
Ooh. Preach, brother. Preach, brother.
Yeah, the battle of lust, man. You gotta kill it, man. Yeah, just because she look good doesn't mean that you just want to have sex with her, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you got a girl, take care of her, man.
What we were discussing earlier was a great subject, man. And like the things we all went through, this is why, again, this podcast was created. Is, you know, through sharing knowledge and experiences with the audience, I hope that someone out there, you know, just I might have to do another take when he comes back.
You can cut the video. Just keep going.
Yeah. So the thing about life, right? Like the more you grow, the more you learn, and the more perspective, the more you start understanding, and also just experiencing and appreciating things for what they are, right? Like the thing I feel like our parents didn't do a good job at with us is, you know, even your young, older siblings too. Do you have any older siblings?
Only one.
Yeah, see? Like, where I feel like we could have been better for him and Collins is, even though we didn't get those informations from my dad and mom, well, I've had a lot of talks with my mom. That's why I'm probably a lot closer with my mom than I am with my dad, because she sat me down and explained, some things to me, what she, endured in her life. Is the thing we missed the most from our parents was, just sitting us down, man. Let's have some grown up conversations. Like, there's an age limit that your kids gonna reach to where you start having those conversations. Like, hey, Jonathan, you turning 13, 14. I know you've been looking at that little girl from across the street. Let's have this conversation. Let me teach you how to treat a woman, how to be with a woman, what to expect from a woman, and also how to be yourself around a woman. Your dad could have taught you that. Your mom could have taught you that. But I don't think you got that information from them. Same goes for you too. I felt like, in a sense, me up on myself, I felt like me being older, and then you have like three other, four actually, five. Damn, we are a lot. Five other siblings that didn't teach them about love, and also mom and dad again. Once your kids reach a certain age, whether it's a little girl or a little boy, once they reach a certain age, you feel like you need to have this conversation. Then you have that conversation with them, because a lot of us never had good love in our lives. Like, when's the last time you seen your mom and dad kiss and say "I love you"?
Nah, actually not. No, honestly, bro, Haitian parents, you will never see Haitian parents' kids like kiss, and then boom, it's 6 kids. It's like how it's like you don't a lot in a like in a lot of Haitian homes, you do not see like love and affection from like your parents. So it's like I feel like as Haitian like young men and women, we are deprived of affection towards like a relationship with another person. So it's like we never see what it was like to see our parents resolve an issue or show affection to each other. So it's like all of this we're learning in our own, and I do hope we do learn in our own since we don't have that. So therefore, we're also passing this to our like future generations.
We gotta change that though.
Facts.
Yeah, this is where it ends right
like,
now.
A lot of this just stems from us being deprived of it. So it's like it's a lot of things like, let's say, hey, this is not how you resolve dispute with your loved one, and we never seen that from like our mom and dad. And a lot of times, even when we did see it, sometimes it might not be the correct way. So a lot of times in Haitian households where a lot of them are older, where like it's physical abuse, and personally I think it should never be like any kind of abuse in a relationship. It should just like, it's like if there's a dispute, it's like, hey, we don't have to talk about this right now, but we have to make the issue known that there is an issue, and we can come back later on that topic.
Facts.
Yeah, you're point on that.
Sheesh. I never seen my parents shit.
Not even a hug.
Nah. It's like, hello. That's it. It's like,
Damn.
like even so, like growing up, like I couldn't learn. Like, my dad, man. That man. There's a lot of Haitian men out there, especially Haitian fathers. They live with pride, man. They live
Too much pride.
Like it's like they won't even show no type of affection. Like you got a son, you got a daughter. You don't show them no type of love. You just think that
tough love.
it's like you buy me food and clothes and put a roof over my head is love. That's it.
What do you mean? You are depressed.
They don't understand. They don't understand.
Dormir, lever, manger, payer. You know what
I'm saying? And
we gotta change that.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, but one thing I love about like my mom, like, yeah, she was hard on like us, like making sure that we do things right. Like as I got older, like I understand that why she did the things that she needed to do, and like especially seeing it from like showing her affection is like actually doing all the caring for us, and like my dad just doing what he's doing. And it's like I kind of saw the perspectives, like as I was growing up, I was like, damn, it's like you guys are with each other, but it's like one parent is doing more than just the other one, and actually being there for the whole children, and one just living on his own, being so dependent.
Let me tell you how that works, right? I'm not making excuses, but I've grown up enough to understand that your dad doing that, that's his way of showing I love you.
Yeah.
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 So
It took me, it's crazy. It took me my whole 22 years of life.
Yeah.
Understanding that, like, something like that's why, like,
wait, hold on. You 22?
I'm 22 years old, man.
Bro, how old are you?
24. About to be 25.
See?
About to be 23 soon.
Man, I feel so old, man. Sitting here with my youngins. That's one of the most beautiful things, too. That's, again, a great segment to our next topic. Bro, reason why you guys are here today is to also show you guys love and also give you guys your flowers. You're 22, but you have 2 businesses running: credit repair and your detailing business. And then this guy, bodybuilder, photographer. You know what? The list goes on and on. And he also recently got promoted.
As a manager.
What? Say it again?
As a manager at Publix.
This is why I'm so proud of these dudes, because they have accomplished so much. And I know our lives, we don't necessarily take the time to appreciate what we have done. We always look into the next topic or the next subject, or what else do we have to accomplish. So you guys being 22 and 24, accomplishing things that I have yet to accomplish in my life, but I've done well for myself. But then again, I know you guys had to go through like tough time through that. So explain to me, like, how were you guys able to stay focused? I know it wasn't all done. It wasn't like all nice, like a walk in the park in a sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, how were you guys able to stay focused, accomplish the things you have accomplished? And I know there's so much more, but right now, let's focus on the things that you guys have accomplished and how much they helped you grow as a person, and how much they also have allowed you to make a difference in other people's life.
One thing I could say, like, being persistent, like being persistent in yourself, having the confidence, like, literally, confidence is gonna take you a lot of places, like, and being consistent, having confidence is gonna take you far. Like, honestly, motivation, I feel like for me, it might not be effective to everybody else. I feel like motivation is kind of bullshit, because anybody can be inspired by a video. But if you're not actually taking the actual time to actually do something and actually putting the work in and all the hours in, just like you do it for a job for somebody else's company, it takes a lot, So I feel like with me, I just being persistent, just keep trying, Not like, it was crazy. All these businesses today, like, it wasn't one day. Just like, okay, they became rich. Yeah. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of years.
Amazon.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just keep trying. Like, honestly, I kept trying.
But no, for me, a lot of this was like, my turning point was, like, I've had a couple friends. We would want to go to Drive Shack, and it'd be like $40 to go for like an hour. No, that was during like COVID. It was like $40 for an hour, and a lot of my friends would be like, "Hey, yo, let's go," and like, me being broke, like, I was spending more money than I was making, and it was like 5 to 8 of us, and if we're splitting that up, and it was like $5, and it was some points where like I didn't have that in my pocket, and like I used to be lying, talking about, "Hey, I can't do it. I gotta go work tomorrow." But it's like, whole time, bro, I'm lying, telling people this, and it's like, I'm really broke. It's like, I don't want people knowing my situation.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where like, I was literally just paying my car late, since like I figured that if you don't pay at a certain date, it don't report your credit. And I was like, yeah, and I was like, all right, cool. I'll take a hit on a late fee just so I can stack up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then like, it was that point, I'm like, yo, I had to get my shit together. And took like a year off, stopped the spending, paid off my credit cards. And then from there, I bounced back, and then I started trying to make better decisions, whether that was like financially or
Yeah.
It's like, do I want to go out to the club today? And it's like a lot of it just kept on like, all right, no more club. And it's like, hey, you done been to a point where like you couldn't even afford $5. It's like, hey, all of this that you're trying to do right now, it's only going to be setting you right back to where you was.
Facts.
And I promised myself I would never go back to like being like that at that part of my life, or like living check to check. Because I promise you guys, it's not like, it's like one of the worst feelings knowing that you just got paid and then you broke by the next day or that same day, bro. It's a terrible feeling.
Blowing cash, bro.
It's a terrible feeling, bro. And it's like, anybody that's going out there, bro, just keep trying. I promise you, it's light outside of that tunnel, bro.
Not only to keep on trying, the true definition of insanity is doing the same thing and hoping for a different result. So we want you to keep on trying, but we also want you to change the ways you've gone about things, right? And Jonathan, another thing you spoke of earlier is motivation is BS, right? I wouldn't say motivation is BS. I would say that sometimes people wait for them to be motivated to do something, but then consistency will
It'll build discipline.
bring discipline. It also will bring back the motivation for you to do things, because there's like two perspective. Like the way I go about things is, there's a phase of your life where you are acquiring information, and then the next phase or the next step, if you want to call it that, is you've acquired information. Some people say that knowledge is power, but then again, what do you do with that knowledge? So for me, the application of knowledge is power. Yeah, you have all this knowledge, but have you applied it somewhere? If you have not applied the knowledge that you have acquired, then your knowledge has no good to you, to anyone really, because eventually we're all doing something to change lives around us, whether it's you or your family. So then again, if you have acquired enough knowledge, it's time for us to start implementing those knowledge into our daily life, so that way we can see the differences that we want to see in this world or in ourselves. And again, that's one of the reasons why the podcast is created, because I got sick and tired of seeing like younger generation not having that person that they can look up to, that person they can call for advice, or them not being responsive to. Because sometimes, yeah, you're talking to the younger generation, but are you speaking their language? I learned that for you to get someone's attention, you have to learn how to speak the language. And then the younger generation too. Sometimes it doesn't matter if the person doesn't speak your language. Sometimes the message has to be the freaking message. I mean, did you get the message? It doesn't matter if you didn't speak your language, but did you get the damn message, man? Because goddamn, we just want you to get the message. It doesn't matter who it's from. Did you get the message? Is all we're asking for, right? So I say that to say that I am so proud of you guys for not only creating businesses for yourselves, and also creating a path so other people can follow. And with that being said, Jonathan, I'm going to ask you about credit. What is one of the most misconception about credit repair? And what is it that if someone, let's say someone has bad credit right now, how do they go about that at first?
Well, the first thing I would say for somebody that's dealing with bad credit, just looking over what happened. Like, you want to be able to see, you just want to look like, sometimes people be in this threshold to be like, oh damn, like my credit's done forever, like I'm gonna be stuck, I don't know what to do, I'm gonna live with this. Like, the first thing I would say is just look over your credit. Actually analyze what happened. Was you late on payments? Did this creditor sell this to another agency? Is it in collections? Is it derogatory? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to see how the credit bureaus report your credit on your profile. So I would say just looking over it, because sometimes you have an advantage, because sometimes the credit reporting agencies will report your things wrong.
Yeah, you gotta call them, make those calls.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause yeah, sometimes you might be late. You might be late on this month. You might be late a couple months. She might have a charge off, but sometimes those little to small mistakes on their end can be in your advantage. So like that's one thing I always do, because like whenever somebody asks me to fix their credit, I just look at the most simplest thing.
Yeah.
And then boom, and I can just simply help them.
And another thing I learned too through you and other people is pull your credit report. Pull it, actually look at it, because the smallest thing that affects your credit is names. Make sure your name is spelled correctly.
Facts.
You don't want to have too many different names under your credit, different phone numbers, different addresses. Just make sure you keep your everything about you current as much as you can, because let me tell you, those addresses you lived like 10 years ago will affect it.
Facts.
That phone number you had back in high school will affect it. Call them.
It's the first thing I do. Make sure the address is okay. Make sure the name's okay. Make sure everything is straight, and make sure everything is tied into your actual real name, your actual phone number, your actual address, your actual driver's license. Make sure all that right there, because like that right there is like the most important thing. Because without those type of information, because those are tied to all the negative accounts. So if you have a name misspelled with an account, and I'll go help you and try to help you on what's called fix your credit. And just because that name was misspelled to that negative account, it can be easily removed with that simple mistakes. With all those credit bureaus, you say like, oh, use this law. All those credit bureaus, they're just for Instagram shares and likes.
For sure.
It's literally the most smallest tactics, and you can literally do it on your own. It's just looking at the names and addresses. So simple.
Not only that, I came to find out that not only looking at your name and addresses, you also have to make sure everything that is reported is
100% verifiable, 100% accurate.
If they're not, if you never applied for that credit card and it's maxed out on your name, call them. Hey, I never applied for this credit card. I don't know what this is, because identity theft is a thing.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, Tisha, we're going to segment to you right now. I know you got to go. I have a few questions to ask you about bodybuilding. What made you get in the gym, and how has that shaped your life so far? You posted a picture the other day. It was a family reunion we had.
Yep, that was like literally like the day I started the week that I started.
My boy was puffy. My boy was puffy out there.
And it's like I spent so much money on the outfit thinking I was going to look good. And I'm like, oh man, I did not look up to par.
This is what I'm dealing with right now. This is why I'm on my, health and healing journey right now. Trying to be like my two cousins, my cousin and my brother right here. So how did you come, what made you get into the gym, and how has that shaped your life so far?
A lot of this just stems from like me wanting better for myself. And also, we shouldn't do it, but you're going to get judged based on your appearance. And how you look is your moneymaker. You got to be presentable.
Speak on it.
You got to be presentable. So whether that means like you're in shape, and it's like 9 times out of 10, somebody who's in shape is disciplined. And that's the one thing that being in a gym is going to teach you is discipline. And that discipline carries with you outside of the gym. So whether that's like, for example, like me, I compete in bodybuilding. I am disciplined to where I'm like, all right, I'm not eating this, or hey, I'm not doing this. I'm not partaking in this. I'm able to tell myself, hey, I don't want no parts of this, or this is not good for me.
That's discipline right there.
And it's like, even with now, despite bodybuilding being expensive, considering that I am eating more frequently than others, but it's also like been the reason why I've been able to be financially able to do that. Because I'm like, back then, I used to go to clubs spending like $800 on a section, paying $200 on a bottle that I could have got for like $30 if I left the club.
Man, every time I do that, the one thing that pops up in my mind is when XRP was like a couple cents. Like, damn, I could have put $500 in XRP right now. We're gonna get into trading in the next podcast that we have. But yeah, that was beautiful, man. Thank you for sharing that with us. And Tijo, more questions for you. A second question for you is um 1 second. What are some common misconceptions about working out? And what did you struggle with the most when you started working out?
Hold up, I'm gonna record this.
Yeah, you're good. And then Jonathan, your next question is about.
All right. One of the the biggest misconception in bodybuilding or trying to change your life around is that body fat could be targeted. The only way that body fat could be targeted is
I need to listen
surgically. So the best way to picture body fat is you got a bucket of water, and your diet and how you're eating is you taking that water outside of that bucket, and it's like every cup you took out of the bucket, it didn't just take out of that corner, but instead it took overall the volume. And your body's the same way. And another thing is, it's like your body holds fat differently from everybody. It's all genetics. So
a lot.
For example, like some of us guys, we hold body fat different places. So like if you can target body fat, you see everybody with abs, because everybody would just be spamming ab workouts, and it's like overall it's like, no, that's not how it works. And also for some women are blessed to where most of their body fat is carried in their butt. And you have others that
Yash.
and then you have others that holds it in their boobs, or like the ones that are less fortunate, they carry it either like under their arms or in their face.
Belly.
Like, oh my god, I'm so fat. But it's like, at the end, it's just like that's just how your body carries fat. And one thing you can do is lower your fat mass. You gotta tip the scale.
Your BMI. So what was your BMI prior to working out, and what is your BMI now?
Prior to me working out, I would say I was roughly about like 23% body fat.
Damn, I know I'm at like 40% right now.
And then like now
I got so big.
I would say I'm roughly like 8 or 9.
Whew, that's the changes I want to see in my diet, man. These dudes right here are motivation for me. And Jonathan, I know you have like a very special story that you want to share with us today. I know recently, about a year and a half ago, you were diagnosed with a lot of disease in your body, and most of all was candida overgrowth. Do you want to talk about that? How I know how you felt in that moment, but going through those process, what was going on in your mind? And then I know you went to the doctors too. What were they telling you at those points? And then what changes did you make in your diet and also in your lifestyle from the day you got diagnosed with most of these disease to the body? Because the body sometimes, your body, like, people don't think of the stomach as a what do you call it again? Like it's not the computer, but it sends signals to everywhere else. If your gut isn't healthy, nowhere else in your body will be. It's the engine. It's the engine to everything else, right? And then your skin being the bigger organ. People don't think of your skin as an organ, but it is.
It's the largest organ.
It's the largest organ, yeah, for sure. So when you found out that you were diagnosed with some things, I'm wondering if you can speak on those things you were diagnosed with, and then at the moment, how did you feel, and also what changes did you make from that day on that led you to figuring things out, eating healthier, to the point where you've lost 65 pounds in less than a year? Dude, that's fucking incredible, man. I haven't lost a pound in like 2 years, and I've been trying.
One thing I say that finding out something that's not really talked about. It was kind of devastating because like you over here searching, you over here searching for something that no one can ever possibly find. So like when I actually learned about that I had this, it was pretty much partaking because like damn, like me, I was a bigger guy. Just from a year ago, I was a bigger guy. I always been a big guy.
I saw the pictures, man.
Yeah, like I was a bigger guy. Like you know what I'm saying. Like just realizing that it's all from all the food, the liquor I was drinking.
Yeah, and
all
look
the,
at me,
you know
I'm
what I'm saying?
right here. About
You know
to
what
pour
I'm
me another shot.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The drugs I was intaking, I was pretty much doing a lot of damage to my body. So just taking a step back, it's like, damn, what can I do to actually cut back? I pretty much canceled the alcohol. I canceled out the smoking, canceled out from all the bad eating out.
You smoked?
It was a point in time I was smoking. No, what was crazy? No one I thought people knew.
Damn, cousin.
Yeah, I was going through
How'd
it.
your parents take that?
Oh man,
I know Jay had to. JK, right?
yeah,
That's your dad?
Yeah.
I know your dad's name through my dad. Dad be like, Timon JK.
Man,
So-
I was just, it was that time, that point of time, I was out there I was pretty much partying.
Ooh.
Yeah, all that, it was just taking in. It's just like my body just take that big hit.
No. Jamelia, 5 more minutes, baby.
Yeah, so I pretty much canceled out all the food. I pretty much canceled all the food that people pretty much adore, like the pizza, burgers, all that.
I was
shit.
about to say, name those food, man. Don't be
Man.
afraid.
Man, I stopped eating the pizzas, the burgers, the chicken, all these greasy ass food. Especially us being Haitian, we love Haitian food. All the rice.
Wait, hold on.
I had
Rice, yeah, speak on it. The legume, bro.
Yeah, no, it's hard. It's hard. It's
Wait,
hard.
Why you on that? What's your favorite Haitian meal?
The legume sauce pois.
Say it right.
The avec legume sauce pois.
Damn, the legume sauce.
Mhm.
Man.
I had to pretty much take a break from it, and I actually learned how to actually intake whole foods.
Whole foods.
Leafy
Leafy greens.
greens.
Oh, man.
Start juicing. I started That's what one thing I helped me lose a lot of weight. Started juicing.
Bro, when I saw that, I've reached out to you because I wanted to do your podcast, obviously to help my podcast here grow. But then when we spoke, you told me about the things you were going through. It's like, damn, I know so much about what you're going through because I've followed a lot of, like self-healing, remedies that you can take to help you heal, gut health, how to check that, imbalances. So I was like, damn, I got to be there for him. And then, but then again, you said you were diagnosed with things that doctors, couldn't figure out, or they were just telling you were fine, or like what did they tell you?
Bro, like pretty much all the doctors, they just ran tests, and then all the tests just came back positive. They just came back normal.
Positive for what?
It's just normal, like all my blood work, MR, like scans. They just said everything looks fine.
That is insane.
Yeah,
man.
and it was crazy. Like for the first time in my life, the medical system failed me, and I actually had to go dig in the roots and find a holistic doctor.
See, there's a clip of not Joe Rogan, Dana White on YouTube surfacing somewhere. He said, "Yo, if I break my arm, I'm gonna go to the doctors, but my general health, I'm never going to them again because they don't know squat about that."
They don't.
So, how did you come to like holistic healing? Where did you find those informations about things that you can intake that will, like detoxify the body in a sense?
Shit. The internet.
What page is there a certain page or someone you reached out to?
Well, I first started. It was Yaki Awaken.
Yaki Awakening.
Yeah,
I love this brother, man.
Yaki
Peace,
Awaken.
family, peace, and blessings.
Yaki Awaken.
I like this dude, man.
Just learning that
He went through it.
He healed himself, and understanding like the food that we eat is actually the diseases that we're actually taking in.
That's your man.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, it's like it's so saddening. It's like, damn, I'm sick because of the food I'm eating, bro.
Yep.
Because Like,
Sorry for cutting you off. Back in the day, food was supposed to be your medicine.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dr. Sebi talked about that.
Yeah, man. So taking that big step and like, you know, actually taking all those foods, man, is like it is, but I ain't gonna lie, it's still to this day, it's still a struggle. It's still a struggle, but like I maintain it every day. I be persistent, you know.
Oh, I can tell because, like, you guys are probably wondering and asking, why is this dude drinking by himself? That was my test to you and him. I know he wasn't gonna fall for it. This dude gave my mom money to cook, and he couldn't eat the food because he had a he had an event to prep for. So this, yeah, he gave my mom. You know, we Haitian, so let's put it together for you guys. We Haitian. A Sunday meal, man. Let's get into it. Come back here because your camera's missing you. So,
This lady like $300 to cook.
bro, Haitian meal, Sunday meal is what?
Your mom has the best meals, bro.
My mom?
Your mom got the best meals.
My mom?
Your mom.
My mom's in Haiti right now, man. Not Bibasi. But, so, Haitian meal, bro, on a Sunday. I used to start my diet. I'll do good throughout the week, and then Sunday comes, I'm like, damn. It's hard. Pray for me, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you get home, Jirikole, macaroni. What?
I used to kill that macaroni when I
Bro,
go to your house,
the beet salad, bro, that's my favorite.
bro.
That is my favorite, ladies and gentlemen.
Like fried chicken, bro. Real fried chicken.
Not just fried chicken.
Not the better ones, but
The AP's in there.
Bro.
Yeah, the AP's in there. Alright, so we are here to the conclusion of the show, and I have one special question to ask you guys. I didn't get a chance to get a fan question for you guys, but I have one question that I'm always gonna end the podcast with. So then again, I want you guys to always look forward to this question right here because it's one of the realest question out there, and I'm hoping to make this the best segment in all the podcasts out there. So Jonathan and my brother Kenny Tijo here with me. I'm gonna ask you guys right now the very last question of the show. Who is the person or persons in your life that have always been there for you through thick and thin? And I want you to name drop that person and give them a shout out on Friend of the People podcast for being a true friend of a friend. In another word, friend of the people. So who is that person or persons that have always been there for you? Tijo, go.
all right. First thing first, I want to say myself. Like, not even like not on a selfish level, but I am the only person that has lived everything that I've went through, whether the good or the bad. And the second of all, like I've always showed up for myself, because like the one thing life has taught me, if you don't show up for yourself, nobody will.
Nobody will.
So
bro.
first thing first, I want to say myself.
Facts.
And then the second, I want to give a big shout out to my big brother Carlev.
For sure.
What I do, man?
For sure.
Nah, you gotta explain. Why you giving a shout out to me?
I got you. First thing first is like my brother. He's always tried to be like the person to help us, even like when I was younger, and even like now, he is somebody I strive to be like. Whether that's like him being able to provide for his family, or it's like a lot of the mistakes I made. It's like I wish I listened to him. So it's like him back then telling me to learn a skill. I used to think that he just wanted me to get off the game so he could play, but instead, it's just like it's things that would have bettered me today. It's like I could have got a head start and be in a better position than I am right now. Mm-hmm. So it's like he is like now the person that's like, hey, like I've grown up. Like I don't think I'm all the way grown up, but it's like I've grown up to learn that, hey, this is somebody who has like the best interest for me.
Yeah. That was beautiful, man. Again, Jonathan, before you chime in on that, I'm gonna let the people know about the secret. Like, again, I'm not about to tell him what to do with his life, but as a big brother, I figured that, you know, I didn't want him selfishly. I didn't want him to look outside of our family for a positive role model. So I took that upon myself to be that for him. Because why? Your words of affirmation, or your what is it again? Love languages, or the things that you never had as a kid. So I didn't have a positive role model in my life. So again, I looked outside for that. Me and my dad didn't have a great relationship. And my big brothers, they were too old to hang with me. So half of the things I was looking for, I found them outside, whether it was through music or friendships with outsiders. So growing up, I was like, yo, I want to make sure my little brothers have that person and me. So what that did for me then, as I was trying to be that for them, it kind of like allowed me, in a sense, to be mature a lot quicker, because I couldn't do or participate in the things that everybody else was participating in, because I was like, yo, what would they think of me seeing me do that? Like, nah, is that something I want them to look up for me for? So then again, that's why I took this route. I was like, nah, man, I can't do said things or certain things, because then I want that. I want to set an example for my little brothers. In fact, growing up back in the days, like, I don't have fear of anything, but then one of my biggest fears was just my little brothers growing up without me, because I wanted to impact their life in ways that I didn't have before. So I always wanted to be that example for them, and I'm glad that I made that difference that they were looking up for, because that was my whole goal, and that's why I kind of like personified myself as. And also, I've had my share of struggles, but through it all, I remained true to myself, and I was trying to be that person for them. So then, hearing that they looked up to me for that, I am deeply appreciated, bro. Thank you again for doing my podcast. Always appreciate you. Love and appreciation for you, bro. And with that, we're gonna segue to Jonathan to answer the same question. Who is the person or persons that have always been there for you through thick and thin? I want you to name drop that person, and also give that person a shout out here on this show for being a true friend of a friend. And another way we like to say it on here on this podcast here is a friend of the people. So who's that person or persons? It doesn't have to be a family. It could just be anybody. Name drop that person right now. They probably don't even know it yet.
Well, first and foremost, I got two people. So number one is definitely my mom.
Yeah. What's her name? Name
My
drop
mom,
your mom.
Micheline Elon Dor.
Hell yeah, Micheline, we appreciate you.
I appreciate you every single day.
Hi,
Like,
auntie.
you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, like, man, I'll never understand your struggle and the actual sacrifices that you made for me, and actually just being there for me financially, emotionally, mentally, and physically.
Like, sounds like a mama's boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, through thick and thin, anything that I needed, I wanted, even just me being like, just need someone just to talk to. Like, you just handle all my frustration, all the bad times I was as a kid being desolate. You know, like, you was right there. And
did
like,
you ever get Zoclo going?
Man, all my life.
Zoclo's the most disrespectful thing ever, bro.
Man, all my life, man. And it's like, especially now, like, you know, as I was a kid, like, wasn't really like as more like, emotionally like there, but like now I'm an adult, like, you're mostly there, and like, you taught me that you always gonna be my mom, and you always gonna be there for me, and no other woman in this world can ever be like that. So I would definitely
Tupac, dear mom.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely want to give my first a shout out. I would say I love you first and foremost, and I wish that I can do the things I want to do, and pretty soon I will.
Your mama's getting tagged on this video.
And number two, second person I want to give a special shout out is my one and only uncle out there.
Name him.
Rovner Daniel. What's crazy is he's not even my blood uncle. He's my cousin's godfather, but I gave him. It's like he's been there for my whole entire life. I call him my uncle because he's been that person. Like no matter what, non-judgmental, always been there. Like when I was playing sports growing up, he was the only person at my games.
Oh yeah, I seen you playing basketball, man.
Yeah, man.
Buckets.
Yeah, man. He was the only person at my games, and like even as an adult, like she's just being and he's a physical therapist. Like when I was going through
his number.
Yeah, when I was going through, he was there for me emotionally, and like he sat there and like I actually had the chance to express myself without being judged. Like like almost everything, every little detail that I had feeling. Like he knew. I just told him, you know, and like he helped me. And still to this day, like whenever I need something, like if I'm feeling a weird feeling that I'm feeling, like if I'm sad, mad, frustrated, anything, like I just go to him. He just let me know what I need to do. And like, dog, I just say that, man. I love you, man. She's you the main one that actually gave me hope for real. You actually gave me that real big brother experience, like that big brother, that father, you know, an experience that I needed in my life, you know. And I just want to give a big shout out to you, dog.
That was awesome, man. I'm glad you got to share those stories. I'm definitely going to have you guys back on the podcast because there's so much more we can get into. But then again, I know you guys have to go. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here today. I know today was hectic, man. There was so much that we had to get into today. But I know you guys only want the podcast, so we're not going to get into that. So again, we want to thank you all for tuning in today. I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys deeply. My cousin Jonathan and my little brother for being here. I know you guys were busy, and I know today was a lot. There was a lot, but I know the fans don't really care about what went on today. Y'all guys just want the podcast. First video, the first episode. I know you guys wondering, what is this number for? Who's turning one? I am a corny guy. I'm sorry. I had to make sure this makes sense. This here is my very first episode of the podcast. So I had to go all out, okay? You know first episode, going live soon. I don't have a date yet, but pretty soon I will. So first video here. And this is, ooh, damn, I nearly forgot. Jonathan, before my call for action.
Yes, sir.
I have a gift for you and my brother. Initially, the first 10 guests of the podcast gonna get a gift. Initially, this book was gonna be for my brother, but you said that's the book you were looking to reading, right? So I have a book for you right here, my brother.
The Way of the Superior Man. Appreciate you, brother.
Not only The Way of Superior Man, you gotta read the subtitle in the bottom.
A Spiritual Guide to Mastering the Challenges of Women, Work, and Sexual Desire.
Listen, once you read this book, bro, you're gonna become godlike. And Kenny, I gave you a book to read already. I don't know what you did with it. Oh, I got some notes in there. You know what? Let me see that. That's probably gonna be my own. But since we're still on live, can you lift this up? I have your book for you. Go ahead and just pull this up.
Let's pull this up.
Yeah, gently. There you go. There you go. There you go. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Here we go, man. A new copy for you.
All right.
And TJ, what is it that again you're into?
I'm into bodybuilding and photography and videography.
All right, my guy. Since we are here today, I think I'm gonna give both copies to you guys. You are gonna be in a relationship if you're not already. This is the book that's gonna teach you like the way of the superior man, how to master the challenges of a woman, work, desire, sexual desire, and also it's gonna teach you about yourself, how to like court yourself as a man. You don't want to be seen weak, and you want to have the right information. This book here will teach you so much. I hope that you take the time to read this book because there's so much for you to learn about it, and it's also gonna amplify the conversations that you and I and mom never had. This book will teach you those how to treat a woman, how to also be yourself when approaching a woman, and most of all, what to expect from a woman. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for showing up for me today. I deeply appreciate you guys, as I mentioned before. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have picked up any value from this podcast today, I am kindly asking you to please like, subscribe, and share with a friend or two to help me get this podcast to 100 subscribers. Again, I deeply appreciate you guys, friends, strangers, family that will be listening. Thank you. One love. And Jonathan, thank you for making it, bro. Appreciate it. Good luck on your journey.
For sure.
My little brother here, I appreciate this man. This man don't make it to anything. Just like my daddy.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Oh, also with this.
Oh, lastly, hold on. I'm sorry. My bad. I probably had too much to drink, but really nah. If you guys have anything that you guys want to promote, right now is the time.
You guys can follow me on YouTube as well. I got a podcast as well. The Goat Thoughts. I spell THAGOATTHOUGHTS. You guys can follow me on Instagram, all social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'm all over it.
I will be doing your podcast very soon.
You know what I'm saying?
And my brother, what else do you have to share with the world? Is there anything you promoting right now?
Right now, I do want to promote my bodybuilding show that is coming up October 26th, Boca Raton. And follow my Instagram at juice.fitness, not with a C, but with an X. And I've been a little bit consistent because I'm in the moment of transitioning into better gear. So I've been getting rid of my old stuff. And then after that, I'm getting other gears. And also follow my photography and videography page at Captured by Juice. And the Juice is spelled Juixe. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that, guys. Well, man, I know it's been a long day. I deeply appreciate you guys for being here today to the very first episode of the podcast, Friend of the People podcast, FODP in the building, family and friends. Thank you again for tuning in. Help me get this podcast to where it needs to be, which is 1,000 more subscribers. But right now, we'll start with 100 subscribers, man. Thank you. La Pes is here. Caleb is here. Peace.